What's the deal with Marvel's Blade reboot? It was announced at the 2019 San Diego Comic-Con, and it's been one of the most anticipated films in the MCU since then. But that was 5 years ago. The latest update? A source told The Hollywood Reporter that the project is on hold until they get it right. Wesley Snipes, who starred in the original Blade trilogy, might have summed it up best: there's only one Blade, and there's only ever gonna be one Blade. In the latest Marvel flick, Deadpool and Wolverine, Wesley Snipes made a surprise cameo as Blade, marking his return as the vampire hunter for the first time since 2004's Blade Trinity. This is interesting because the highly anticipated reboot, starring Mahershala Ali, was supposed to bring Blade back to the big screen, but it looks like Snipes beat them to it. With that cameo, who knows what could happen next? The Blade reboot was initially planned for a 2023 release, but things hit a snag when director Bassam Tariq, known for Mogul Mowgli, left the project just a month before filming was supposed to start. Marvel said Tariq's exit was due to continued shifts in our production schedule, though he's still involved as an executive producer. Around that same time, writer Beau DeMaio, known for The Witcher and Moon Knight, reportedly made some major changes to the script. Now, the movie is tentatively slated for a November 2025 release, following Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four. In the meantime, let's dive into everything Blade. First of all, who is Blade going to be about? Blade is a vampire hunter who's half human, half vampire, dedicating his life to wiping out evil vampires. These vampires often hide in plain sight as criminals, businessmen, and gangsters. In the earlier films, Blade went up against Deacon Frost, his oldest enemy, and the vampire who killed his mother. Mahershala Ali has technically already made his MCU debut in one of the end credit scenes for Eternals. In the scene, as Dane Whitman, also known as the Black Knight, finds an ancient sword, you can hear Ali's voice off-screen saying, "Sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman?" Maybe Blade will take on a role similar to Nick Fury, gathering Marvel's supernatural and occult heroes, Midnight Suns. Beside Kit Harington's Black Knight, another character we can see in the team is Doctor Strange. There's no way the MCU brings in the Midnight Suns without Doctor Strange being part of the team. Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange has become one of Marvel's biggest characters, with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness almost hitting the $1 billion mark. So it makes sense that Doctor Strange would have a significant role in the MCU's future, especially after the post-credit scene in Multiverse of Madness hinted at what's to come. At the end of the movie, Doctor Strange is approached by Charlize Theron's Clea to help stop an incursion, basically two Earths colliding. This should lead right into Avengers Secret Wars. Along the way, Doctor Strange could gather a team of other supernatural characters to help him out. Since he learned that one of his variants was part of the multiversal Illuminati team, this might inspire him to form a team of his own. Next is Iron Fist. Netflix's The Defender saga has officially been confirmed as part of the MCU canon. With characters from Daredevil set to return alongside Charlie Cox's Daredevil and Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin in Daredevil Born Again, it opens the door for other heroes from the Netflix Marvel shows to make a comeback in future MCU projects. One character who would fit right in with the MCU's Midnight Suns is Iron Fist. In the comics, Iron Fist was part of the third incarnation of the Midnight Suns. While Danny Rand's solo series received the most criticism among the Defender saga, the character has a lot of potential. Recently, Iron Fist actor Finn Jones even hinted at a possible return to the role. Iron Fist really shined alongside Luke Cage and had some of his best moments in The Defenders. With his mystic connections, he'd be a perfect addition to the MCU's Midnight Suns. Next is a reformed powerhouse for the team, Scarlet Witch. Elizabeth Olsen's Scarlet Witch became a fan favorite after leading Marvel's first TV series, WandaVision. In Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, she fully embraced her identity as the Scarlet Witch and went on a rampage across the multiverse trying to find her sons. By the end of the film, Wanda realizes the gravity of her actions and seemingly sacrifices herself to destroy every version of the Darkhold, a powerful book of dark magic in all realities. Wanda left a trail of destruction, but given her immense power and massive fan base, it's likely she'll get a chance to redeem herself. The Scarlet Witch should return sooner rather than later. After her multiversal murder spree, she might not be able to rejoin the Avengers, but she could find a place on the Midnight Suns team. This darker, more mystical group would be a perfect fit for Wanda as she works to make things right. Moving on, we have Moon Knight, the avatar of a god. Oscar Isaac delivered an impressive performance in Moon Knight, bringing depth to all three of the characters' personalities: Mark Spector, Stephen Grant, and Jake Lockley. Each personality felt distinct and impactful, which has fans eager for Moon Knight to return to the MCU. While the cast and crew have dropped some hints, there's still no official word on a second season of Moon Knight. Instead of another season, Isaac could take Moon Knight to the big screen in a Midnight Suns movie. Mark Spector would fit right in alongside Blade and the rest of the team, while Stephen could bring some much-needed comic relief as he navigates new supernatural challenges. Moon Knight's darker tone would match the team's vibe perfectly, and his connection to the Egyptian god Khonshu could also play an interesting role in the story. Up next is the MCU's Sorcerer Supreme, Wong. He is likely to be a key member of the Midnight Suns when the team makes its debut in the MCU. After Doctor Strange was turned to dust by Thanos in Avengers Infinity War, Wong stepped up as the Sorcerer Supreme. Although Doctor Strange has returned, Wong still holds the title, making him a natural fit for a significant role in the Midnight Suns and giving him more screen time. In Marvel Comics' Damnation, Wong put together a Midnight Suns team, which could be mirrored in the MCU, with Wong possibly serving as one of the team's founders. His Midnight Suns lineup included characters who have already appeared in the MCU or are set to, such as Iron Fist, Man-Thing, Blade, and others. Given their roles as two of the MCU's major magical characters, both Doctor Strange and Wong are well suited for the Midnight Suns. Lastly, we'll get characters from Disney Plus, special presentations, Werewolf by Night, directed by Michael Giacchino. It's a standout example of this expansion, presenting a classic black and white monster film that has been well received by both audiences and critics. The special introduced Jack Russell, played by Gael Garcia Bernal, as the titular werewolf. He could be a great fit for the MCU's Midnight Suns, acting as an expert on supernatural creatures. Rather than creating entirely new supernatural teams, the Midnight Suns could include characters like Jack, blending with elements of the comics' Legion of Monsters. Another notable character from Werewolf by Night is Elsa Bloodstone, portrayed by Laura Donnelly. Although her time in the MCU has been brief, Elsa has already proven she's not afraid to get her hands dirty, having taken out multiple monster hunters. With the Bloodstone artifact, she gains enhanced strength, protection from supernatural creatures, slower aging, and the ability to shoot energy blasts. Elsa's monster hunting background and her new powers make her a formidable addition to the Midnight Suns, adding another layer of supernatural expertise. And finally, Man-Thing, also introduced in Werewolf by Night, could be an intriguing addition to the Midnight Suns. Despite his monstrous appearance, Man-Thing is gentle at heart, offering a unique and nuanced perspective to the team. With his immense strength, durability, and his ability to generate acid, demonstrated when he burned characters alive in the special presentation, Man-Thing would bring a distinct and powerful element to the Midnight Suns lineup. Well, that's it. What do you think about these characters joining the Midnight Suns? Which one are you most excited to see in action? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more updates on all things Marvel. And don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.